Happy New Month to you. I wish you the very best of it. I am Mufi, follower Mufi Billions, and this is Let's Talk, sharing on Wisdom Your Television. Like Ayomiko would always say, this is a platform to create a platform for other people to, have their own platform. Just it is one way or the other like that. Thank you so much for joining me on the show today. It's been a while. I actually traveled Maldives. So I just got back and Maldives in okay. I just got back and of course it's nice seeing you again. Anyways, I'm not alone. I'm with Ayomiko, the only sexy sugar mommy of Lagos.
Okay, to correct, I will always say that this
okay.
is a platform that creates a platform for other platforms to be able to platform. So whatever it is that we haven't spoken about on this table is yet to happen. So until we have it here, then other people are here. So something like this. So let's pick it up. Anyway, you're welcome to the show. Let's talk. I am Ayomiko, the only sexy sugar mommy of Lagos.
It's like even me, I will go and look for a name that has to do with being the only somebody. Anyways, I'm the only movie in billions in the whole world. So meet me, movie in billions, the only movie in billions of the whole world. Just aside here, this is Let's Talk show, and this show is incomplete without you talking. So I need you to, engage in the whole conversation so that we can have a very tranquil moment. The country is very, very hard right now. In fact, it's very, very hard on a lot of people, and that is why you have us to be able to bring it down for you, tone it down. Let's discuss something that you might not even have ever thought of. Okay, wow, so that I have not even thought about all my life. So that is why you have me, you have Ayomiko to be able to do that for you. So today we are going to be talking about age difference in choosing a partner. Àwọn kan máa sọ pé àgbà ọkọgbọ́n ọgbọ́n orí dẹ́kọ̀ ni àgbà. Yes. They say it a lot, and some people, I've seen a lot of people that will say, I don't have any problem getting married to a 40-year-old. I'm just 23. There's no big deal. Or I'm 23. Kí wá fẹ́ bàbá 40. What's the correlation? So a lot of people, and I say one thing every time, that we do things for different reasons. Right. I might be wearing this shirt because I love the color, and somebody might be wearing because it is short sleeves. We do things for different reasons, and I might want to date somebody that is just 2 years or 3 years older than me, and somebody might want to date somebody younger than them. Okay. We have different reasons for doing things, and that's why we want to discuss: is actually the age difference a necessity in choosing a partner, or is just age is just a number?
Normal. I don't know why this actually have to come up, but a lot of people feel like age really matters in a relationship, while some people feel like age is just. Even if you check it from the definition of the age itself, age is basically just the number. The reason a man of 80 years can be foolish, and a girl or maybe a man, another man of maybe 20 years can be reasonable. It's the same way in a relationship. Age is just a number. But like you rightly said, things are actually happening because of different reasons. You might actually love black ribbon, and I would be like, if it is not gold,
I'm not good.
I don't want.
I'm not doing.
So me now, I feel age is not like it's not like very, very important. The most important thing is that who are you?
Okay.
Are you intelligent?
Okay.
Are you responsible? Are you loving? Are you understanding? Can you tolerate me? If you check some relationship and the reason people go for age, let me start from there before we now come to conclusion later on. By myself, I will go for age. Like I can't get married to someone that is not at least maybe 2-3 years older than me. For reason best known to me.
Okay.
Not because the person that is of my age grade cannot love me.
Yes.
But I feel like, okay, if he's 2-3 more years older than me, he has had some experience. And of course, with that, there is some level of respect, even though it's not like I respect by saying,
but that
Okay. But in a way, I already know that this person has been a year, 2 years before me in this world, and with that time, is quite wiser. Not in every situation. We have foolish people that are old. But in another way, I'll be like, if you are even 40 and I'm 20, I can get married to you. There is no point, because if I'm getting married to a man of 40 years old and I'm 20 years old, to me I believe that he has bought, he has sold. He has tasted everything he needs to taste. And for him to decide that he wants to get married at 40, he's convinced enough that let us settle. That kind of man is ready to settle. He's not settling, he's not settling because somebody is saying that or anything. He came to his own resolution. So I'm talking about my own person. I'm not saying anybody. So that kind of man would not get married to me. Fine, if he's still cheap, but he will not get married to me. And I'll do some things and he'll just be like, you start ranting with me. Maybe I do something like a silly girl that I can be and be like, sure you woman. Anyway, you know that kind of thing. That's maturity in the relationship. So people get married to people that are older than them because of that reason. And in another stance, so people feel like somebody that is already 40, I'm using 40 now just to try and mark a gap.
Because they say if fool at 40 is a fool forever. But right now, if fool at 20 gone, fool forever.
So I can be 25, 28, 29 and get married to a man of 40. I'll feel like, okay, this one is already finished, financially independent. He has already made life for himself. It's not that we now start thinking together, that's why you will see that men, even with nature has projected men and women to get married to each other, not of the same age. You will see men of 39, 40, they will not be dating their age grade. People that they want to date is of 19,
stop it. Talking about that, like what you just mentioned. The thing about society is that when a woman, one man so the society has made us believe that at 23, 25, in fact, 28, you must have been married. And at the age of 28, whoever you are getting married to, you must have been courting the person maybe at the age of 26, 25. So that means it's not like you just made the person.
And the person you even get married to will still be around maybe 30 something.
Of course. And that's because they feel like men, see, if a man has a child, maybe the wife now died or something, that kind of man can still get a single woman to get married to. But if a woman already has a child,
she has already been blocked.
Exactly. So she's not single, she's a single mother. She's an after one. It will be very, very difficult to get a man that has not given birth before to get married to her.
Even if she gets a man that has not given birth, the family will be like,
exactly. So the society alone, in fact the society is enough to make us feel like I have to get married to.
I think you should not put it in a way that is a society. It's nature.
Yes, it is. Okay, let's date it back to the Bible.
Okay.
When God, at least according to the Christians, the Bible, when God created Adam, He didn't create Eve immediately the following day. It was after some time. So obviously, Adam must have been older than Eve. So basically, if we say it is in nature, we are still right. Yeah. And you see, one of the reasons why people feel like I can't get married to somebody of my age range is because I would want to say some things like, are you okay? But if I think of the fact that, even though I cannot be calling you Kenekong, I will still be calling you by your name. But there are some times that you just have to accord some level of respect. And imagine me dating my age with people on a normal day, even if I see you on street, it's the same way I will still talk to you. Now, if I'm not dating that kind of person, or I'm looking forward to getting married to that kind of person, then of course the person is almost I understand that fact. But there's some level of respect that will be there, that it will not be as much as me getting married to somebody that is, older than me. And it's the same for the men. Men believe that Tiba Fair or Moti she will be able to respect him. Men are egoistic in nature. They just want to oversee everything. And they believe that we cannot expect a man of 40 to be getting married to a woman of 35. It is in rare cases you will find that kind of thing. Because I know of a lady here. Before she got married at the age of 31 thereabouts, and obviously the husband is older than her, so the guy should be around 35, 36 if I'm right. But with the look of things, 35, 36. But the thing is, they have been together for about 7 years before they got married. So then when they started dating, it was not like she was already 30, she was around 27 thereabouts. That kind of situation, we can say, she being on 35, you're on 30, is still okay. They've all seen Babala to they have been together before. But for like, let's say a 35-year-old man that just feels like, now I want to settle down, you hardly find them getting married to or picking a partner that is very, very close to them in age range, because they even believe that as a woman, if you are 30 and you are not married, that means otifiojo are nonsense.
Okay,
that's what a lot of people believe in.
Meanwhile, in the other news,
which news? This one thinks you are doing news review here.
In the other view, age does not matter. I can decide to get married to someone of my age grade only if only it sits well with you. So let's have a scenario like this. Like, okay, I decide that I want a man of 40, 45 because I'm 20, because I feel this is the man that can handle me better. He's one that can understand that, okay, this guy is just being childish and he has seen everything so there is nothing new. We just want to settle down and be responsible as a father, not philandering here and there. And I will still get married to that kind of man. And the man will still be looking at other girls outside.
Exactly. In fact, older women
at that. You now start, okay, I read a story. The story is about this girl. She was in the university.
Okay.
I think in her first year. So she met with this man. The man is actually very handsome, so cute. And the man has a lot. He has money, he's established. He has body, he has everything that is needed in a man. Kind of thing. Hey, you get it? So now, the guy works in office. That office has a lot of women.
Of course.
Not just women.
Women.
Classic women. So the girl now has to reach out that enjoying by me. My boyfriend is having his birthday. And this is just like our first year of dating.
Okay.
And of course, I'm a student and all that. So I got him a wristwatch. So I took the wristwatch to him, and while he was trying to unbox other gifts, I was seeing PS5. I was seeing this, I was seeing that, I was seeing Patek. She was shocked. She was like, who gave this one? Oh, it's Tola at the office. Who gave this one? It's busy. Who gave this one? It's Shade. Hi, baby.
And you fancy?
When she now went to check the pictures of Tola, busy, Shade, my love. Somebody was looking like Toke Makewa. The other one like Iyaboju. The third one like
Shoma good.
Another one like Udabasi. Are you fancy, baby? Am I really sure about this?
And then the girl is looking like me.
No. Yo. Guy is not looking like Antiramot. Pardon my manners. But that is just like, she does not even match the standard of those people. And she started feeling insecure. Fine, the man might actually mean well and he's not even trying to do anything.
Of course.
But with that age difference, he's older than you with everything in the world. But that is just like how it is, whereby these men want younger women. They want to catch them young because they know what they have done with all those older women. See, let me tell you something. There's one thing they say about fresh blood. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ tútù tí wọ́n bá dé orí pápá. I mean pápá ìṣeré stadium stadium. A younger girl with a fresh blood will be able to play the ball very well.
Which ball?
The soccer. So when you talk about all those mama that they've sold, they've bought. They have been here up and down. Everything has been elastic.
Actually, yeah. Everything I am saying, I can't relate because Oyemi got lost.
We are talking about football. Ronaldo, Messi, and co on the pitch.
Lewandowski.
You get it, Lewandowski.
This girl, before Yomiko kills me on this show, let's go for a short commercial break. This show is proudly sponsored by Nopa Abals, Nopa Coal, Nopa Bitters, Nopa Flusher, Nopa Tonic, Nopa this, Nopa that. Let's go on a short commercial break. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned.
Sweetheart. I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
Gave me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every. You know I will never disappoint you.
Everyone needs a hero like Nokpa.
After Nokpa,
It is always Napa.
Nokpa for management of power.
Ṣé àwọn tó bá ti darí pọ́n let me tell you something. Come closer. If you see anybody that tints their hair, say gold, also have a yellow. Be careful, because I'm only Lewandowski. I don't know anything about it.
We are just talking about Ronaldo, Messi, and their lifestyle.
Someone play bag. Never.
There's one guy, Mbappe.
Oh my God! See, this is not to digress from the main thing, but if I talk about Mbappe, that guy.
Mbappe.
Mbappe. Oh my God. Anyways, talking about age difference, because when we start talking about Mbappe, now that guy is everything. Like he's everything. Both home and abroad, he is everything. That's by the way, yeah. Why do men, why do you want fresh blood? Because I am fresh blood. Yeah, people you like. Why do you people want fresh blood? Because I really don't understand. Is it that okay? See, I just want to clear this form of misconception. Okay. If you find a woman at 28, 30, 31 and she's not married, that is because a lot of people, let me say like 90% of people would believe that Otifi or a lot of things. No. Some women, some of us, that's why they used to say that you can only career at a very young age, but at the process of you chasing your career,
be chasing your other life.
Use your sense, because a lot of these women, they would have, okay, I also want to I'm this kind of person that I feel like, personally, this is me, yeah? I feel like I don't want to depend on anybody. Of course, I'm going to, I will get married to a very rich person, because I mean, go for and you okay?
Dependable girl.
Jesus, let me see what I was saying.
Okay.
For me, I'm going to get married to a very rich person, because even me myself, I'm not going to be poor, and that does not mean that I'm not going to ask you for money, because my money is my money, your money is our money. But I want to make a name for myself. I also want to be able to go out and people will want to reckon with me. Who is open doing real? They should mention Mufi follow, and people should say yes, that is a woman, she's making us proud. So in the process of me saying, this is my career, this is kiniko, I should not leave the fact that at the end of the day, I will still need a man in my life. That's what some of these ladies misses.
Some of we ladies misses.
Okay, I'm a lady.
Because you see this person that is talking, I don't just want to say everything, but in this world, don't trust these people as your own detriment. Some people are actually chasing their career that even when they say, I'm fine, they're like, okay, continue.
I don't understand.
So,
are you trying to say wait? Are you trying to say that I'm like leaving men out of?
Wow.
Now this is it. For some, this girl, I'm just trying to clear the air that most times when you find a lot of older women not yet married, it's not because they've actually done one or two at their young age. It could be because they are chasing career. It could be because of their past experiences. It could be because they might have been exposed to domestic violence with their parents, and then they will just suddenly hate men. I don't want to have anything to do with men. Let men be on their own. Let me be on my own. So it's not because of
you're making it all about women. The same way it happens in men. Of course. Men rather. I've met with a particular man that actually said that when he was very young, he tried actually hanging out with ladies and all of that, and they are always like, who is this one? You that you don't have money, you that you know this and all that. So he decided to go make the money. He now has the money like that he can actually pick on any girl, but he's still not getting the satisfaction because he feels like he can just call on anybody and he does not even love anybody.
You don't know who loves
him or not, because right now he has money. So it happens in men, it happens in women, and the reasons actually is almost like the same thing. Like maybe because of societal unacceptance or whatever. Yeah. But we should not really forget, we are talking about age difference. That does it even matter in choosing a partner? Let me go back to what I would always say we should look out for when choosing a partner. Look out for this person. Does this person have emotional intelligence? Does this person love you? Does this person, can this person tolerate you? Can they hold effective communication? Not somebody that you ask, oh babe, how was your day? Fine. Are you okay? Fine. You see, everybody should know at this minute that when somebody asks you that, how are you? Or asks you, how was your day? If Ayomiko, is asking you, how was your day? I need you to tell me from Genesis to Revelation. Everything that happened from the time you woke up, pray to God, and brush your teeth and all of that. That is how communication begins. From the time of telling me about that one, you ask me something. Yes, that's how communication starts. But most ladies, most guys cannot even keep a proper conversation. Any little thing, okay, and next thing is sticker.
Like next
thing is thicker, you be like, really? And when you have to meet them physically, they will start pressing phone when you're supposed to be communicating.
Yeah.
All of those things are things that you should check out for. Does our energy match? I'm just kind of person that I'm outgoing, I want to vibe, I want to play, and I'm not hanging out with somebody that would always want to keep mute, like keep to himself. Of course, attitude, gentle side of the crown, we cannot do together.
You could actually work.
Maybe you. And so I've been knowing all these things.
Yeah.
Check, does it smell nice? Hope is not somebody that smells like poverty and affliction. You know some people when they'll be smelling good.
What if you yourself you are not smelling nice?
That is what I'm talking about me.
Exactly.
Like me, I would look out for all those things. So things you know that would actually bring about compatibility is what you should choose first before you start talking about age. Age is not like a secondary or tertiary thing. Because somebody that is older than you.
Yes.
And
as a female.
As a female, if somebody is older than me, I'm okay with it. As a man now, I don't really feel like I would really go with a man that I am older than, because I feel like you're more or less like my junior brother. And women, we have this kind of nature. We are naturally proud. The same way men are egoistic. Women will always remind you that, hey guy, you are my younger brother, you are age mate. Okay, the same way it is that if a woman is richer than a man, at a point, no, it's not all of the men, no,
of course,
but at a point they will start having issue. Like, am I not the one feeding you?
I'm paying rent.
I'm doing this, and it will cause problem. So as a woman, if the woman is already having some things, maybe like fame than the man, then the man will be relegated in a way. You get my point? So it does not really work with men and women. Emma Jeka Parrot on Rawa. Though we've seen sugar mommy and sugar babies, those ones are different. They are different.
They are on another level.
On another level, but no, not to want to say that I want to get married, no man. I don't really see the feasibility of a woman that is older than a man getting married together.
You are not seeing the visibility doesn't mean that it does not happen.
In
fact, some people they prefer getting, as in like the women now, they prefer getting married to somebody that is younger than them. It's like that for some people, and some guys would prefer that. And we've seen a lot of people.
I said it before that age does not matter.
It does not matter.
Choose your happiness in that union over the age or anything. But if just for comfortability, you don't understand. I'm outside with my friends
for some reference purposes.
My friends, obviously, we are age grade, and my man is younger than me. Some of them might have actually attended the same school. I'll be like, junior me not go any school. You know that kind of insult. That's why some ladies would love to have. When they want to talk to your man, they'll be like, sir.
Yes, sir.
Dad,
yes, sir.
Even if you talk to me, Yahoo, as already, when you want to talk to my man, you'll be like, daddy, like, sir. You get that respect, that command. That's what I'm trying to say.
Let me reinstate. I said it before. Let me reinstate that. Ojo ori ko ni agba. Agba ode kogbon. Yes, agba kogbon. Yes. And the fact that if you as a person feel like I'm 20 or I'm 25, let me get married to somebody that is 10 years older than me.
Okay.
That means he's going to handle things, in a very proper way. He's going to do things differently. He's going to be very, very matured. That's all right. That could not be the case. And I think, let me take it back to the olden days. Most times we find our parents, it's like the father is like 20 years older than the mom.
Exactly.
In fact, the least you would ever see is 10 years. The least, maybe it's like 10 years. And of course, they have their reasons. You would hardly find, I'm not talking about the Gen Z generation, so Babala 25, Yawo 24, that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about like olden days.
Like our fathers and our mothers.
Exactly.
You check.
Most
it's either daddy is 60 and mommy is 50 or
49. Exactly. It's mostly like that. And I'm just going to say that for me, moving billions, moving opinions. I can't get married to somebody that I am older than. It's possible. In fact, qualify work because I know myself. You're older than me, I go still not to not talk of you that I am older than. So I'm trying to round up the whole thing, and I am completely on my own part, regardless of the fact that I can't get married to somebody I am older than. Age is still not anything. And some people, one of the restricting factors is if I take this person home, what would my parents say? So old kagboni wolo gbe wale. Àwọn ẹgbẹ́ àǹtí ẹ ló fẹ́ that kind of thing. And the fact that we are in Africa, the way our mothers there's a way it works.
But it does not, see, I would not like to be hypocritical about this, because if you see me getting married to a man that is very older than me, At least so that you don't have to say anything. Myself, I used to believe this thing, and I have seen it work in several people. A typical example is an example I will not mention, that they actually got married to older men and stuff if they are good. You know, when it comes to experiences,
I think I know.
These men have experiences.
Yeah.
You see, even if they want to cheat, they will not just cheat because they want to. Not because they feel like you are not enough or something. They just want to explore. And it is very rare in all these men because they have explored. They'll be like,
no, is this when they used to carry sugar babies up and down?
There is, I don't know. You see, me, I understand what I'm saying. I cannot understand what I'm saying.
Because
you now see me that I am getting married to sugar daddy, don't argue with me because of course I am the only success. About me.
Thank you so much. This girl. Anyways, if tomorrow we are inviting you for a particular wedding,
and my husband is 60
and
I am 20. Just take it that way.
Okay, it's none of our business. Is it any of our business? No. Nobody's going to question you. Exactly. I'm just going to say that above all, do what makes you happy. Do what makes you happy. If you are doing something or if you are with somebody that is not making you happy, that is already toxic and it is expensive. So you have to let go. So I'm just going to admonish you. I love admonition. I'm just going to admonish that. Yes, that is who I am. I'm just going to say that just do what makes you happy, regardless of how difficult it is. If you are finding happiness, I'm not talking about happiness in toxicity, because there are some relationships that it would have been so toxic that you're already used to it. No, that's not what I'm saying.
So when he slaps you and somebody hacks you, then your husband slaps, hey, I want for family like, oh love.
That's not the kind of happiness.
I saw one video. Sorry. I saw one video. This last video that has been going viral on TikTok. Oh. That several celebrities they've been using that song. They were cursing each other, and the next thing was that like she was explaining in a way like that is how we express love. They were cursing.
But that's their own love language. That's their love language. No. That's not the kind of happiness I'm saying you should look for. Although we define happiness differently, but when it is already becoming toxic, flee the Bible. So thank you so much for joining me on the show. Let's talk today. We meet on Saturday again to bring to you and to talk together. So until Saturday and call everyone. My reading flow like a river. If you get your heart, come over and sit down. I got just para, come over jiga. I got just day. Hey, when I don't know the rest of the song, I just
you speak another song.
That's what I want, and that's what I registered. Welcome to the show. Let's talk. You know, Muslim television. I am moving billions. It's moving billions. When it's not billions, when the conversation is not about billions, I am what? I'm unavailable. And of course today on Let's Talk, I have with me Sidon J Omuyanga.
Yeah, you know what it is. You know what time it is. It's your boy Sidon J. I don't want to be sounding like Nigeria for now.
I beg. You already look like. Don't let people say it.
Say it.
You look like people from the.
From where?
Alright, yeah. It's another Saturday, it's weekend, and when it's always Let's Talk on a Saturday, I feel like so excited because there's a lot of things that comes with it. We are trying to relax, we're trying to rewind. It's weekend, so let's just talk. And I would implore that you also join the conversation by dropping your own opinion in the comment section, and of course please share this video to families and friends. And they used to say that men are egoistic, men are this, men are that, men are kinikon, but men should not cry. Why? This same set of people, you eat, you sleep, you drink, you work, you do every basic thing in life, but the only thing the society is restricting you from doing is to cry. And it's not like when they gave birth to you, did not do you cried. So what was making the society put it that way, that men are not supposed to cry, or men are not even expected to cry? Why is it that you people don't? I'm actually going to be directing it to you because obviously
Because
they're a man.
I'm playing.
You see, that's one of the problems. Though. These same men that are not supposed to cry because they believe that women are so emotional. These same men will be the ones making their hair. They'll be the ones using lipstick, rubbing powder. Some of them want a full makeup, but that's just by the way. So why is it like, okay, do you feel like men should also not cry? Do you even cry at all?
Okay, how do I even start? Where do I start?
Pick it up from anywhere.
You know, talking about men crying.
Yeah.
Well, we cry, yes.
Do you cry?
Yes, not obvious. You know, when women cry, like ladies, when they cry, the cry is actually for something. You don't just cry for nothing.
Nobody cries for nothing.
Wait, you know, we have advantage and disadvantages of anything that we do.
Okay.
Most of the cries, ladies cry, is for their advantage. Because there's no way you will come online. Let's say you just come online and you just do like this. You never cry, your face just like this, like you won't cry. You will see guys, what's wrong? Even ordinary voice notes, like, you understand? So it's not like men don't cry, but we don't make our own obvious. We do it on it. Like me now, if I watch movies, I cry. Before you know it, what are we
starting? Wait. You said women, like the ladies, generally the female gender, we do things because of the benefits are going to get from it. So are you trying to say that when we cry, when we shed tears, it's not always about pains, it's not always about emotions, it's just because we want build guy, we want collect money?
Wait, normally, to all ladies that I've known, even to my mom,
okay,
everything you do is pain. And you're expected to like hold yourself, even if, because I get to know that even when you want to give birth, like a lady, putting in bed, like you understand, you will cry. You actually know, and what is the most painful thing that is more painful than you giving birth? So if a boy should leave you in a relationship, the next thing for you is the
wait. Is it like all ladies that cry the way you just said it?
Every one of you cries.
Oh, now this is it. For some ladies, let me pick it up from where we actually feel pains before you even go to breakfast and all those things. Okay. Some people, when they're on their menstrual cycle, it's so hard that they would not even be able to eat, not to talk of doing anything. Some will be vomiting, they will fall really sick. Menstrual leave, pain. You know, that kind of thing. For that kind of person, even if the person uses drugs, it will not still subdue the pain until the person finishes that cycle. Okay. Now, that is the cry, the tears the person is shedding is coming with pains. That does not mean naturally I just want to start crying. I mean, who just cries naturally because I just feel like crying?
Do you know the reason why I won't admit with what you said? Most of you ladies, everything about you is fake. How will I know the cry is original through the pain? Yes, because even to everything you do.
Now this is it. This is not about ladies crying. We are actually here to talk about men. And I'm just going to say that what you're saying, fine, you might, maybe because of your experiences with a lot of girls, a lot of ladies, maybe they fake things to you. But let's just state that women that cry, some of us, it's not because, if I'm on my menstrual cycle and it's so painful. We contain pain differently. The way I will react to pain is not the same way you will react to pain. Now let me shock you. The kind of pain some ladies go through when they are on their menstrual cycle, if some guys go through 10% of it, they want to die.
And who told you guys are not seeing more than
what kind of people used to menstruate?
Are you kidding me?
Now this is it. Basically, so like I mentioned earlier, we contain pain differently, and the way I'm going to react to some things is different from the way you would react to it. Exactly. Now we are saying that men, I don't know at what point the society now feels like men are not supposed to cry.
It's not like men are not supposed to cry.
That's what the society feels like.
The reason why is you cannot see an elderly a guy, a matured, grown-up man coming outside and crying. Before he can get to that level, people really needs to see him and know the reason why he's crying. There are a lot of silent crying that you won't even see it in my face that I'm crying. Basically. As a man, you understand? Okay. So if you are a man and you cannot comport yourself to the extent of holding yourself,
why?
It is because we are men. Yes, a man is, there's an adage in Yoruba that says "Agbamangban for moral." Yes, because like you are matured enough to know that this thing, it is just a phase. You get over it. You understand? But you ladies, you don't see it like the solution. Once the pain comes, now let me say,
I understand that naturally women are more emotional than men.
Yeah.
And that does not mean that men are not emotional or they don't have
I
emotions.
won't agree with you. You are not more emotional than men.
Okay.
Men are emotional, but they don't show it.
Now, I was going to say that. I'm going to say that
Okay.
naturally, women are more emotional than men.
Okay.
The reason I'm going to say that is because we show our emotions more than men do their own, more than they show their own. So, of course, if I'm showing my emotions today, I'm showing it tomorrow. Anybody would easily conclude that he's emotional in nature.
Exactly.
And some of us, I don't know, I really don't know. See, the thing is, the society has made it seem like it is bad for a man to cry. Meanwhile, it is very, very good. It is good to cry because there are benefits of crying. It's
good to cry.
Yes, it is actually good to cry because it is therapeutic in nature.
Wow.
If you are down, let's say you are going through stuff, you are this, you are that, you are maybe depressed. If you cry it out, you scream, it's even if you are not crying to anybody, nobody is there, just in your room, or you are playing a very loud music and you just feel like, what can I do? If you cry, stop it. You at the end of your crying session, you will be very, very calm.
So crying out session.
So I don't know, because crying is actually very, very okay. It's therapeutic in nature. It even helps to reduce pain. So I don't know why the society is making it feel like men should not even
But
cry.
let me tell you one scenario of a man that I know cries. This man cries anytime Chelsea loses a match. I mean a very serious match. I'm not talking about like maybe Chelsea football club are in final and they lose the match. This man will cry. And the man is very, very close to me. It's not like I heard it. I used to see it. He's not even crying alone. You will see it in everything he does. That day, that particular day, you cannot get his happiness. There's nothing you can do. You understand? Yeah. So it's not like men don't cry.
Okay.
We do cry. Like me, I cry. But my own cry is not, I'll just sit down. You will just see the tear rolling down.
With that, I have somebody. He once told me that. He's a friend actually. He once told me that I actually cry. I cry so much in my head.
Okay.
I would shed tears in my head, but tears are not coming out. So if you now eventually see tears coming out from my eyes, that means I'm about to die. That kind of thing. And sincerely speaking, I feel like one thing that restricts men from crying is because we've talked about the society and their past experiences. Because some female, they feel like it is a sign of weakness for men to cry. So let's say we are in a relationship here, and
you and I mean.
Let's say I'm in a relationship with somebody because I don't understand.
You're talking like
let's say we are in a relationship. You and I were in a relationship, and then we are going through stuff, and you now start saying, this, and you start crying. I'll be like, some ladies now, you're supposed to be a man. You're supposed to, know how to hold your emotions, know how to.
The man they suffer.
That kind of thing. So next time, do you think, let's say next time, even if you are still with me, do you think you would want to show your emotions that way?
Firstly, if I cry in front of my girlfriend, that means I'm free.
Okay.
And I get to know that she's very understanding. And besides, once a guy knows that this is the weak point of this girl, he can actually form the cry.
Wait, you will pick up. Okay. But you remember when this Sidonche, when he was saying that it is ladies that used to form crying baby.
Remember what I said?
It is ladies that used to do it, but it is ladies that used to
calm down.
So
I said when I know that this girl, this is what I can use to get her. You have it too. Talking about, I watched a podcast, like someone was talking about how can you get your man.
Okay.
And she was like, there's let's meet in the bedroom. You understand? We have key points in every relationship. You know how you can get your partner, you understand? So when I know that this girl, anytime she watches movie, maybe there's a scene that the softness is too much and you cannot you cry for the person, you understand? It's normal for ladies, especially all these Korean movies. When oh my god, you do like that sometimes. You understand? So when I get to know that this girl, I can form cry. So that she can listen to me on time. Yes.
Isn't that being how do I put it? That being manipulative?
No, it's not manipulative. It's just for you to get the result.
So are you saying that it is normal for anybody to fake that they are crying?
Yes, because you guys fake it too. You girls will fake it. So even if I cry, you may not even believe my cry. Normally, you may not believe that. Why will you be crying?
See, okay, I've actually seen somebody cry before. I mean, a guy. He actually cried, and I was during the period I was feeling like this is not even real. This is not possible. And even because of the fact that I knew the person, I actually knew what he was going through. I would have said it's real drama for me because it's so weird for you to find guys crying. I really don't understand because we are human. You guys have emotions, you have feelings too, and the society making it seem like you're not supposed to cry. I feel like it is very, very unfair.
But there's something I need to like chip into this thing. What of female soldiers? Did they cry too? Because I get to know that before you can see a soldier cry, what's the love for?
So talking about that, you know, I mentioned earlier that we manage our emotions differently, and the kind of, okay, for instance, let's say I'm an actress. It will be nothing for me to cry because it is part of my job description. You should be able to cry. As an actor or an actress, as a movie, you should be able to do anything they want you to do. Exactly. So it's part of your job description. For a soldier, and it's because people feel like crying is a sign of weakness. Exactly. So you don't even find a soldier crying. A soldier that is supposed to be a soldier, like be there defending people, you now find the person crying, and that doesn't mean they don't cry. Exactly. Of course, everybody cries in their rooms, in their inner rooms. But the thing is, coming out in public to shed the tears.
Okay, let me just speak it from there. The thing on ground now is men don't cry out. Like you won't see men in public like crying. Okay. But ladies, there is no way you cannot cry. Even in churches you cry. In a place of work you cry. On the main road you cry. You are not even shameful of the cry again. And you turn it to something good.
There's nothing to be ashamed about.
Really?
Because crying is actually very, very good. I'm going to emphasize on crying is very good. After this short commercial break, let's go on a commercial break. We'll be right back. Please stay tuned to
Sweetheart. I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
Give me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every. You know I will never disappoint you.
Everyone needs a hero, like Nokpa.
After Nokpa,
It is always Nokpa.
Nokpa for management of power.
Okay, before we went on the short commercial, I was saying that crying is actually very good, and that is why you find most ladies, coming out to just express their emotions. There is no big deal in you expressing your emotions, But then I'm going to be reading out some comments in the comment section, and let's see, because we are here to talk, it is let's talk. So let's hear other people's opinion as regards crying. Now this person is saying that men cry also, but their tears might not come out, but I can say men also cry. I think you've already mentioned that ladies are stronger than men when it comes to emotional strength, and that's on period.
I want to know that.
Okay, this person is Banjo Princess Abimbola Ebolua. Now the same person is saying that men will have heart attack at what women will just shout and you want to talk about. God. Men of nowadays cry more behind doors, bury their face in pillow, and some their body system will scatter. Okay. Men commit suicide more now because of the way society tag them stronger vessels. They can't express their pains or ask for help anyhow. They get depressed and frustrated and start to misbehave, and some later give up on living. Okay. Female soldiers are even emotional and cry. This picture people portray them to be like his wife. Okay. Men also cry. My dad was a very comfortable man. Sometimes I see him cry, but immediately he notices my presence, he wipes and pretends something inside his eyes. I just thought to myself, what might be wrong? So men just know how to hide theirs more than women. Men feel they are the family anchor and shouldn't be seen weak or down. That's more reason why they hide their tears. I'm going to be picking on this person saying that.
Okay, wait. Before you pick any this thing, I think I remember something.
Okay.
The first time I will see my dad cry, my biological father, because I have a lot of father. You understand? Okay. All right. That day, we lost my younger sister.
Yeah.
And do you know the funniest part was like all the ladies, my sisters, all of them, my aunts, everyone, my dad was just sitting down. He did not cry at first.
Okay.
But when he saw me and because I was in school, when I came back, me and my brother as we were coming, he saw our face, like our facial expression. We are not crying too, but the connection of our eye, like I just saw
The
it.
feelings.
You understand? So even with that, like once, like let me say 5 seconds. He just
Then crying.
no, he cried, but he just wiped it off, and that's all. He was just being strong, but it was very, very painful.
Now,
so
I want to key into this point of men commit suicide. More men commit suicide than women because of what the society has made them to believe that they are not supposed to express themselves. Now, it's easier for somebody like me. If you do something to me and I am not pleased, I can shout and scream and cry. You have done this to me. Oh, that's it on me. So, see, in the process of you expressing yourself, you'll be able to get over whatever is causing you pain. But if you are bottling it inside, you don't want to, you know that if I say this thing, it could actually make me cry. So you are keeping it, you are holding on to yourself. Too much of holding on to emotions and pains can actually make somebody start thinking of, committing suicide or being depressed. And that's why you find men, some men, they have gone too strong and they now become very weak, that they don't even know what to do. And they don't have anybody to confide in. They don't have anybody to talk to. Some of them, when they get married, they believe that my wife must not see me crying. Exactly. So they can't even say it to the person. When they have male friends, I don't want to cry to my male friend because they will see me, they will see it as a sign of weakness. Yeah. They don't want to do it. So at the end of the day, they keep on bottling up all the emotions and it will start costing them a lot of things. That's why you find some men, they are naturally, very cool, calm, quiet, but they will start nagging all of a sudden. They will start having problems in their marriages. And it's not because of anything. It could be because of a lot of things that have been bottling up in their emotions.
Do you actually know some things that they do say when they see, like when there is bad things happen in an environment, and you see men trying to like cry, you will see men like them telling them, "Mama, she be operating now." Mama, so that means it is only women that can cry outside. You don't get if you can't hold it, like you really want to cry, you understand? Immediately they notice that no, now stop now, show now, be moral. So all those things can actually make a man to think of committing suicide, because there are a lot of men facing depression out there, but you can never see them come out and say shall know me, because they will feel like I'm a man. That man thing.
And do you know that actually, to be sincere, I feel like women go through a lot too, but I feel like men go through a lot of things than women.
Yes, exactly.
But while I don't face like country is hard for everybody. But the fact that I can decide that I don't even want to work again. I just want to get married to a rich man. But a man cannot just decide I don't want to work, I want to get married to a rich woman. Because at the end of the day, even if he says I don't want to work or sugar mommy or something like that, at the end of the day, he will still be feeling less of himself. Exactly. Because the woman will still say, I'm the one feeding you in this house, I'm the one doing all sorts of things. So I'm trying to say that men actually go through a lot of emotional challenges, even than women. But because we are able to express ourselves, because we are able to, that's why you find most men, they die before their wives. Why? This is not even about age. This is about because of the fact that a lot of things are going. The pressure is just too much on them. And one of the, why, before we went on the short commercial break, I was saying that it's actually very, very good to cry. Because when you cry, it will ease up your pain. It will soothe you in a way that you feel relaxed, and maybe it is when you cry, your eyes will be open. Okay, now that I've been able to speak out, I've been able to shout and scream and cry about this thing, what's the next thing for me to do? And I want us to understand that before a man can say mo fẹ́ sunkún, maybe to a lady or something. Now this is for we ladies. Most of us, we feel like it's not normal for a guy to cry. Right. So at a point when the guy feels like I want to cry, it's because he already feels comfortable being vulnerable with you.
Exactly.
Some men are just they are very, very shy. Not like they can't. One day you are shy with ladies.
Everybody.
See, some men they feel like I can't be vulnerable because my father feel boo me. Think about shelo man work to just me something. So if a man should cry, maybe in your presence or something, just know that he is comfortable being vulnerable with you. Exactly. Or he needs you. Probably he trusts you that this person is my partner. I need somebody to comfort me. I need somebody to get me out of this situation. You get my point? So the person can easily cry and express their feelings and their emotions. And then I'm going to say that when things like this happen, let's say if we say we want a change begins from somewhere. Change begins with every family, every individual. Now let's say you cry to me. How am I supposed to respond? because basically most women don't even know how they are supposed to respond to when their men cry or when they find their fathers crying. You see your dad crying, what are you supposed to do? It's not the right time for you to start, daddy, she ain't whining, why are you crying? Daddy, she ain't proposing. It's not possible. At that point, you should make them, you should give them this kind of reassurance that it's okay to cry. Please cry, let it out. It is not a sign of weakness. You can always cry. And whatever they are crying about, even if you cannot provide solution, don't because of that make them feel bad about it. I don't know if you actually understand what I'm trying to say.
I get what you're saying, because I was talking about my dad crying. That particular day, people now left my mom to go and meet my dad, because they were actually feeling like this man that was just gentle since and started crying all of a sudden, maybe because we walked in or something. It's very, very, until when the pressure is much on men before you see them, bringing that emotion to,
And then you said something earlier that about the breakfast. Do you know that some men, they don't even know how to handle their emotions when it comes to breakfast?
Like me. Sound like me.
So you see this thing, I'm just trying to balance it that everybody is supposed to cry. Well, okay.
So
if you feel so happy, you feel maybe you just got a visa, you just got a contract, maybe Olamide just signed you, or Davido just signed you, okay? Won't you, like, in the process of you expressing yourself, can't you cry? See, when we are talking about crying, it's not about pains alone. Yeah, it's not about the art. It's not about you falling into temptation or facing one thing or the other. Even when you are happy, you can also express. It's a sign of, I don't know how to really, really put it right now. So it's not like somebody said. So I'm just going to round up this way that it's okay to cry. Crying is not a sign of weakness. Crying is actually very therapeutic, as I mentioned earlier, and anybody can cry. The fact that when they give birth to you, hospital go until that baby starts crying,
they will tap the leg
before they can be sure that yes, this child is actually living. Exactly. So for the fact, if actually the nature does not want men to cry, then at the point of birth, they should not even cry. It should be the ladies crying from birth. So it's just natural for men to cry. It is natural for women to cry when you feel pain, when you feel like you are hurt or your emotions are imbalanced. You get it?
But I get to know that, let me say, African men, we are very, very strong when it comes to keeping emotions.
Everyone is strong.
No.
So women actually stronger than men.
Let's look at it in this angle. Talking about football.
Yeah.
When there is a football match going on, if you check, let me say Premiership now, Arsenal fans, you see them crying. You will see them in camera, all those men, big men, matured guys, they'll be crying. I don't know, maybe because I don't know, maybe it's a bet or anything that they
Now this is it. You see, the society believes that when men cry for football, it is normal. Do you know?
Wow, really?
If Liverpool is playing and then maybe the guy is a fan of Liverpool and Liverpool now loses to Arsenal or Chelsea and the guy start crying, people be like, normal, but when it comes to other things, other emotions, they feel like, so this whole thing is just a kind of societal stereotype.
When Nigeria loses match, I know they cry.
Are you a fan of?
I'm a fan of. I love football, but that doesn't mean that why will I cry?
That is you. I'm just saying that is what happens to like some other people. Exactly. So I'm just going to say that it is just some kind of societal stereotype and it is actually not acceptable, because I wouldn't mind if somebody comes to me, a guy, and starts saying thing, I just want to express myself, and the person starts crying to me,
I can do it though.
You can do it now, come on.
Baby, I love you, I just want to
Sure, I love you answer. Anyways, we have come to the end of the show, and my submission is, it is okay to cry. There is nobody that is going to crucify you for expressing yourself. Crying is just you expressing yourself, expressing your emotion. Exactly. Some people, they don't even want to talk about it, they just want to cry about it. Sometimes I feel like if I can't talk about this thing, let me just face one angle in my room and just let it out in tears. Take your prayers to God in tears and that kind of thing. So please round up.
Before I round up, one of the things that really made me cry as a man is when I see people that really need help and they can't get it. It touches me a lot, and before you know it, it will damage me instantly. You will know that something is wrong with this guy, and water will start, tears will start dropping. And for men that are trying to be strong that are looking at themselves like, you don't go me, I don't feel cry for anything. See, I just pray you don't see things that will get you to that level. I don't pray anybody should cry. I pray we cry the cry of joy. You understand?
That's a cry of joy. That's a cry of breakfast.
Because it's not easy. I'm telling you, it's not really easy. So thank you for joining us. Thank you so much.
For everyone that has dropped their comments on our Facebook page, our YouTube, thank you so much for joining us on Let's Talk Show today. We'll meet next week Thursday, and then please don't forget to share this video to families and friends. Let all other persons drop their opinion as well. Do you, as a man, cry? Do you think, as a lady, do you think it is okay for men to also cry? Because I feel like it is actually normal. It is basic. Crying is just a form of expressing your emotions. I am Mofin Billions, and until next time, I'm saying bye. Baby, calm down. Gig, calm down. I'm just gonna say that regardless of whatever you're going through right now, just what? Calm down. Exactly. For now. You see, like it's short. It is how you take it that would actually determine if it's going to be hard.
Exactly.
And to tell life is not hard. I'll make it. It is because you want to make it in life. That's
life no hard. Now you won't make it.
Exactly. Anyways, this is Let's Talk Show. You know, Wisdom Yard Television. I am Mofin Billions. That's my God. No other Mofin Billions in the whole world. And today's episode is going to be a new dimension, a new one, because it is not the usual. This one, I have somebody different with me on the show, and you know, bringing her on the show is so exciting because she's loaded. I'm
loaded.
Yeah, I am here with Jennifer. Anyways, what the first one?
Omotolani is different from Omotola.
So which one is your own?
Omotola.
Anyways, Omotola, thank you for joining me on the show today. You know, I am a woman, and I see every other woman out there doing great for themselves, trying to make a living, trying to, you know, I don't want to be dependent on a man. Not because I don't need money, because my money is my money, your money is our money as a man. Yeah, it's not because I don't want a man in my life, but then the society has made it feel like women are just there. They are kind of useless and all of those things. Yeah. So just to be in a bid to correct that kind of motive, I feel like let me work. Let me have a career, let me build myself, let me have a business, you know, that kind of thing. That's why you find most women out there trying to make a name for themselves. Not because we are hardworking, but because we shall want to.
At least
hey, you get it. But then we've seen a lot of people, you know, when they get married, is it that the husband is saying, oh, I don't want you going on that career, going on with that career. I don't want you to work again. Okay. I want you as a full housewife. I want you to, you know, be taking care of the children and all sorts of things. And it's something that has actually been disturbing, because you find most women, imagine me, I've built career for many years. Make one man can't tell me safe in my career. So yeah, that's what we actually want to discuss. And of course, this show is incomplete without you. You have to drop your own comment in the comment section, and we'll talk together, we'll relate together. So
as for me,
okay,
Jennifer Motola, I'll choose to be a full housewife.
Wait, I'm confused. I was thinking that I'm a career woman.
Forget it. Like, I want to sit in my parlor with my legs crossed. I want to be pampered. I want to be taken care of. Don't you get it?
I don't get it. Being a career woman does not mean you will not be taken care of. Does not mean you will not be pampered.
My sister,
my mom.
Even house chores alone is a career. Yes, and I need to get paid for that.
So you mean washing plates, cleaning the house, you know, basic things is a career?
It's a career. Like, okay, I'll wake up very early in the morning. I want to cook for my husband. I'll cook for the children. Bathe them. Take them to school. Okay, dress for them before taking them to school. They'll come. I'll do assignments. They'll still eat lunch. And dinner is still there. And even in the night, Baba will still call me. Alpha.
Call you Alpha what?
Alpha. So you now want me. So now after all that, okay, after taking care of my husband in the morning, taking care of the kids, taking them to school, I'll now go to work. I need to get paid for even taking care of the house.
Wait. I don't know. I'm confused. Motiwa, lost. I'm not disputing the fact that the house chores are actually, it's enough for anybody to be a full housewife. I'm not
exactly,
because it's a lot of work. Sometimes when I even I'm not married,
it's not a lot. It's a whole lot.
Only whole lot. But wait, what do you say about people that okay, for me, let's say I'm married, yeah, I have a career, I have to resume to work, or even if I'm not working for somebody, I have a career I'm building in the media, you get, in the entertainment industry, and then of course I have a husband. I will cook for my husband in the morning, take care of the kids, still go to work, come back, do every necessary thing. Is it that I'm doing too much for myself, or I'm supposed to be a full housewife?
You're just being hard on yourself. That is it. You're just being like chauffeur para any.
Jenny.
No, you'll see some women, you'll be like, kilo shele, she marry. Oh yeah, marriage change any now.
Now this is it. For some people, the kind of insights I gave in at the beginning of the show, that every woman wants to be able to speak for themselves. We don't want to be in quote liabilities to our husbands, to men. And in that process, if I become a full housewife, obviously I am not working. Being a full housewife, you don't even have a store.
Don't get it wrong.
Okay.
You are working because you are doing something at home.
Now, what I'm doing at home is not going to bring in money. Is it?
It will.
How?
If only you know how to play your game.
How is
it? Will. Okay. Daddy, wow. This and this. So we need money. We need this in the house. We need this.
Okay.
Okay, let's say what you need is just 20,000.
Okay.
Just 20,000. Yeah. How much is it? Everything we need is 50,000. Okay, let's assume. But see, spend this money. Do you know these men have this money?
Okay, let me shock you. What about a husband that does not even want the wife to do anything at all? Okay, baby, you need groceries, you need food stuff. Don't worry, just stay at home. I will buy it and bring
That is where I generate my income. Please don't do it for me. Don't take up my responsibilities. I won't take up yours. Benny.
So are you saying that every career woman out there, they're not supposed to work? They're not supposed to have a career on their own? Is that what you're saying?
I'm not saying that.
Okay.
I'm not saying. If you feel like like everybody has room. Okay, there was this time I watched one movie like that. It said, Dodo Christopher to your sofa.
Dodo what?
Christopher.
Okay.
Like Christopher.
Okay.
It said, Dodo Christopher to your sofa.
Okay.
Chris Lodenje. Like me now, mo to your sofa.
Hey.
Chris Modenje.
So
I don't want to suffer.
Okay, now this is it. Do you know that? Okay. It even happened to me sincerely. On Sunday, somebody called me and we got talking. He's my friend, and then he said, Fee, I actually like a friend of yours. So, every time, mama love you, share work. I can't cope with that kind of person. At this stage of my life, I want somebody that would always see.
Please give me his number.
Wait. At this stage of my life, I want somebody that will always see, always meet. But this girl, she's a career woman. Who says I don't have time? And that's just. And I was telling the guy that. Basically, most men, we don't want liabilities. We want people that will bring in money. I want a wife that if I need a millionaire, I should be able to give me at least 300k. What's a shit that? Okay, business. Now wait, though, I'm trying to say that.
What happened? Stroke comes in when you begin to look at the situation of the country presently. There are ladies out there that they were going to tell you they go collect the money, marry the blind. When the money is finished, they'll go. Because it is not in agreement that after spending the money, you can stay in the marriage or you can't stay in the marriage.
Well, when it comes to this kind of thing, you are not going anywhere.
You are not going anywhere.
For you to marry that person, you're staying.
Yeah.
For better, for worse.
No, that's why I said it depends on your choice.
Okay.
What could have come about this is either you marry the blind with 50 million naira
or you stay
single. There are some people out there, ladies out there too, that are well trained, that will rather stay single than to marry the blind for the rate of 50 million naira, because they believe in their handwork, they can generate more than what is more than 50 million naira on their own.
But what I'm trying to say is, to be sincere, in this ad economy, we will see much people that will go for the 50 million.
No, that's the reason why I said, with the present condition of this country, there are some ladies out there that will do it.
But then, you as an elderly person, you seeing your son bringing a blind lady to the house as
my
wife.
son will never go to that extent because he is well trained. He is well trained. He will never. Don't let us speak the truth and let the devil be ashamed. What we are speaking here is nothing but the old truth.
Okay, you know, but then, so the fact that I'm blind doesn't mean that I don't have feelings. Let's say he has feeling for the girl.
If you have feelings, it's different from the condition that is attached to it, that you married the blind with 50 million naira. It's different. I didn't mean there was no anything that is attached to it. If my son brought a blind man, for instance, God forbid, if he brought a blind somebody that he has feeling for the person, since you are the one to live with that person for the rest of your life,
exactly,
it depends on your choice.
But
I have nothing to do to do about it.
Then what the reason why we bring up this topic is not just to, you know, play with the emotions of people that are blind, but we just want you to know that normally we are not the same. We have different people with different disabilities. But then the only problem I get to see on this is that people tend to leave these people having disabilities. They won't even look at them, not because of anything, but because of their condition, which is not supposed to be like that. They are human beings too. For example, I saw one lady. She was so beautiful that I could not take my eyes off her, even as a man. But this lady,
and she was disabled.
Yes, this lady cannot walk.
Yeah, you know there is an ability in disability at times. Depends on choice. I've seen somebody, even the pastor of a church, that got married to somebody who was disabled. At the end of the day, they were both together living as husband and wife. 3 years later, this lady got an appointment to one of these NMPC here in Nigeria. Well-paid job. This lady got a job that is well paid. She was the one now financing the man. The lady didn't have money when the man came into his life, but immediately the man stepped into her life, she hit the hammer.
You see, this is our generation. There's nothing our generation cannot do for money. Because according to the analysis I made, the generation of TikTok, Instagram, and all these social media platforms.
Why I said it depends on the choice. And with the present condition of this country, with the lady out there, either be you blind or be you lame, listen, they are ready to do anything for money. Can you imagine a lady that slept with a Yahoo guy all for the sake of 5,000 naira? At the end of the day, the lady was being used. So are you now telling me that somebody who slept with a Yahoo guy for the sum of 5,000 naira
will not
marry somebody who was blind for the rate of 50 million naira?
Still on Let's Talk on Wytv, the topic for today is marry a blind with 50 million naira or stay single. But let's look at it this way. You know, fine, poverty can make you do anything. There is nothing poverty cannot make you do. That's why I do tell people that say, me, lie, I can never do it. I have policy. I say,
Those a lot of people that say they have policy, go deeply into them, you know that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Based on their art, they have been compromised.
Exactly, but this is where I'm going to. Poverty will make you do anything for money. But what of if you don't really like that blind person but you need money? You know, sometimes people are now doing contract marriage. I don't know if you know that. Like, people are getting married because of what is on ground. Like, even before they are married, they will have to come to conclusion like, okay, we are going to be having joint account. What we want to do is called business. We just want to do this marry and japa from the country.
Yes, exactly. That one is based on an
agreement.
Agreement on an arrangement. Maybe the lady or the girl, the guy wanted to travel out. He has had the opportunity of leaving the country. At the end of the day, if he's not married, he won't be able to go. And he has not found the right choice for his life. Automatically, he has to look for somebody. It may even be from the family. I've seen a lot of people that they are normally brought from the family. They did arrange wedding. You know this Oyibo out there. What they need is just this okay for them to clarify. On getting there, I mean abroad there, what happened? They divorce. And they have hand in divorce. When you see that you are divorced, truly you are divorced. There are some certain rules and regulations that will be set before you. When you meet up to those rules and regulations, The rest is left for them.
Well, to my viewers at home, I want you guys to, talk something on this particular topic, because I know we still have those people that money is nothing to them. Even with the fact that there's hardship, they'll rather stay single.
That is why I said it depends on how you people were being brought up.
You can't.
You know, there was a topic that we treated in the news review. You see, that's why I said train up your child the way you want it to be in future. If you fail to plan,
you are planning to fail.
You plan to fail automatically. Most of the ladies out there go and check their family background. They were not well trained, most of them. And there are others that are well trained at the end of the day based on bad influence, based on the prayer group. Who are the prayer group? They are those that have much influence in their life more than their parents.
Well, having influence is nothing, but then you know that there's a Yoruba adage that say "Agutan toba bajari ajegbe." I don't believe in that.
It is only when the Agutan wants to eat igbe. Yes. Permit me to use that.
Well, I want you guys to know that this particular topic is just for people that have IQ that can reason very well. Because to be sincere, even me as a person, I can't say no. Because 50 million naira to marry someone that is blind, not like she's not beautiful, but she's just blind. Sir. I don't know. How
much is 50 million naira? When you begin to invest 50 million naira into a business, it depends on your luck and your choice. Here in Nigeria, with the present condition of the country now, what's the cost of diesel? What's the cost of petrol? We don't have stabilized in Nigeria. So what do you want to invest 50 million? Though I didn't say the money is not much. The money is much. That when you have the money, you need to spend widely. But based on what the country has taught you, you see, business in Nigeria now is risk. So once you put your money into it, you've developed hypertension. If the business is working, before you know, your BP will be coming down. If the business is not working, what happens? Stroke comes in when you begin to think too much.
Well, we don't want anybody to have stroke now this time around, because even the hardship is even more than stroke on us. The hardship is very strong. But then, you see, based on this topic now, Sha, I want to ask this very straight question, because, fine, everybody has choice. Although you might be seeing 50 million as a very small amount to you. But do you actually know that there are some people that they believe in staying single, even without money. They believe that maybe they've had experience with someone and the thing is not working, and then that kind of person that does not have belief in money can stay single. If the kind of person see a woman that is blind and was like, okay, don't worry, I'll take care of you. Just start with 50 million naira. Just marry me. That's all I want. I just want the man in my life. And the woman is blind.
And you are talking about somebody who would rather stay single, Abi, than getting married to somebody who is disabled. Okay, you see, let me chip in this, Sidonje. You see, marriage is by choice. Even in the scripture, when Jesus Christ was ministering to, permit me to use that because we are not here to quote the Bible, but we are talking about marriage now. In the scripture, when Jesus Christ was teaching on marriage, some of the disciples came to Jesus. If a matter of a man to a woman is like this, it's better not to get married. Jesus now said to them, it's by choice, but it's not by order. So I'm not ordering you, I'm not giving you a permission that you shouldn't marry. But what I'm telling you is that it depends on your choice. If you like to stay single, we have fathers out there now that say stay single, that didn't marry at all. They were virgin till when they got to the ministry, when they got into the ministry. At the end of the day, when they got to the ministry, they called themselves father or sister. They didn't marry. It depends on their choice. Why we have people out there at the age of 18, what happened? They begin to run after women. They begin to run after men out there.
Well, to all my viewers, I've been seeing comments in the comment section. Ferik Basho Ferikemi says, single for life. So you know what, marry. See, one of the most annoying thing that will come up in this issue is that if let's say the person you want to marry now, that blind person, if he wants to go to the toilet, you'll be the eye. If he wants to go, there are some people that they are blind, but they can still see.
Yes, exactly. We have many people blind people out there that are functioning well in the society, even doing well more than those people that have two sides.
But I mean, that's just, we can say that's grace because you see,
grace. I saw a lot of people like that recently. I saw a pastor who was blind, and he was not blind by birth. It was not by blind, but because I knew him when he was still at the secondary school. All of a sudden, the blindness came. What did he have to do? Because he doesn't want to turn himself into liability in the presence of his parents. He had to go to a school in Ibadan, where the blind people normally go. Then he were being taught. There was a day I bought a vehicle from Ibadan also. A blind man, before we got to Baga, he was asking, where do we get to? I said, we're almost there at the Baga. He said, okay, no problem. He picked up his handset and began to dial a number. After when he dialed the number, he called the guy on phone. It was a cabman that he was calling.
Wow.
How did he know the number of the cabman? He called the cabman that he was about to drop at Baga now, that the guy should come and pick him.
And you'll be surprised that a blind man.
Because they don't want to turn themselves to a liability. So there are many people out there that are blind, that are working well, that are fortunate in the society more than those that can see with their two eyes.
And this is where I want to come in on this particular topic. Although the money that is in this topic is just to attract people, maybe they could fall into the trap. But the most important thing about this is that don't see anyone that is disabled as a liability. To be sincere, they are human beings too. They are not happy with the way they are. So that doesn't mean that we should. There was a man. He was a lame, like he cannot walk, but he has legs. But he's using this tricycle. Yes. So this man had to go to work every morning with his bicycle. There was a day he was going to work and people were running after him to give him 10 naira, 5 naira. He was now trying to tell these people that no. I work. I'm not a beggar. You guys are just using money. You are running after me because to give me 20 naira, 10. I can even give you guys money. And they were calling him proud. They said, you that you cannot work, you that you cannot do this. I said, even people that have 2 legs did not have the business. They cannot control the business.
They go out there begging for money.
Yes. I do tell people, feelings is different from religion, culture, or anything.
Have you ever seen a rich man's son that went into the village to marry a poor lady that was being rejected by his parents because the lady came for a poor background? But he said that is exactly what he wants, because most of his father's friend's daughter out there, they are so pride and arrogant based on their parents have money. It was on this show that I told you, a wedding of 1 week right from the honeymoon. What happened to the wedding? The wedding was organized because the lady could not cook.
She could not.
They hired a cook for them in their house. Wow. She has not been going to the kitchen. Now after the honeymoon, the husband said, please, so I want to eat eba and ewedu. When the husband came in, to his own surprise, for him to have picked some of the eba and dip inside the ewedu was just still naked, as if you are not going to eat me. He now asked the lady, what happened? He said he fried the ewedu, that the ewedu is not a...
You fried the ewedu
with tororo. Can you imagine that?
Wahala.
Despite the fact that they were rich, are you now telling me that they are going to be compatible in the marriage? Why we have poor ladies out there that knows how to do everything? It's only because of the background that they came from.
Well, if we ask 90% of boys, youth, outside today, this particular question, that stay single or get married to a blind with 50 million naira, they will surely say they want to get married to a blind, because this is what I'm saying, like these youth of nowadays, we don't want to work. And it's getting rampant every day by day. If you go to mechanic shop, it's all this old baba you will see there.
If you go to furniture shop, people are not coming to land. It is all this.
Exactly.
Based on what the country has done to help, they would rather prefer going. Can you imagine somebody, a boy of 7 years now going into Yahoo? Going into Yahoo, a boy of 7 years, because they know that's the fastest way to make money.
But sir,
than them sweating.
Let me chip in this. Our government wants to buy SUV cars for almost 57 billion naira. Are they not Yahoo? Are they not
130 million, 160 million per each car.
Just imagine. And a boy, it's not like I'm supporting Yahoo boys. What is bad is bad. We need to know that. But I think it was the government that made this thing to get worse.
You see, the reason why the government are making these things to work, they don't want the youth of Nigerians to have future. I may say that to the whole world, because when you see most of them, they send their children abroad to go and study. They don't care about our education. Now, listen to this. Yesterday, if the senators could pass a bill or bind those cars and refuse to pass a bill of turning WAEC or NECO to free land for children out there that their parents could not afford the money, and they rejected it. Do you think they really mean well for the for the youth? Do you think they really mean well for the future of Nigerians? Automatically, what is their aim and objective was that their children that studied abroad will still come back home
and rule
those children that was unable to have access to education.
Well, their plans cannot work because I know revolution is coming, it's knocking, and it will surely show up because the youths now are not playing. Even if our parents are cowards, we are not, because I believe that all these things will come. Because I saw a video of a police officer that was talking to some Yahoo boys that they arrested, that why are they buying big cars? They are making money. So that why are they buying big cars? Why are they oppressing the community with their big cars and all? And the boy was trying to reply the policeman like, okay, sir, it is my money. I can spend it any hour I like. He said, the policeman said, no, we don't do that in Nigeria. That's in another country. Now, the reason why I brought up this is that this policeman that you are saying can actually shoot any Yahoo boy when they feel oppressed with the fact that they are living.
Yes, exactly.
And if you check most of all these Yahoo boys, it's not like they really want to go into it.
Into Yahoo.
But most of them are being influenced. You know, when you are conventions, when you are not contented with
what little you have or with the
so if you throw this question to average of Nigerian youth, even ladies, not only
they will
guys,
go with the 50 million naira. That is exactly what it means. Because of the present. Can you go to US now and tell anybody or tell any youth in US that you marry a lady, a blind person, a blind man or a blind woman for the sum of 50 million? What would they tell you? They will tell you bullshit. They go bullshit you.
Do you know the reason why? Because they have everything in hand.
The federal government have the plan for them.
Exactly.
That is exactly what is going on there. Listen to me. Most of the churches we have in Nigeria, how many churches do they have in America? If you could record, Google it. Nigeria has the largest churches in the whole world.
Voila.
We pray both day and night, and the end of the day, nothing changed. Nothing changed. Well, why is it that people are ready to die in church than to go out there to go and struggle? Why? Because the government is not having any future. They don't have future for anybody. No plan for the future of anybody. Now in America, if you pass out your university this thing,
you graduate.
If you are unable to secure a job, you have some certain amount in which will be paid directly into your account monthly for at least
a good country
to feed yourself and to take care of yourself. Immediately you got a job. What happened? If you are getting to the age of 50, 60, maybe you are getting retired. There's some certain amount of money that will be sending to your credit card for you to be feeding on yourself. Are you telling me those people will now go to church and begin to cry, Oluwa, I want you to one more?
In Nigeria, even the one they said they want to send to all federal workers, we've not seen anything yet.
Anything, yes. Not to talk of having good future for Nigerians.
For my viewers at home, I hope you will be able to learn one or two out of this. No matter how it is, no matter how disabled someone is, you should not look down on them. Try to, if you have feelings for anybody, you can walk up to them regardless of nothing. Maybe money or anything is being attached. Don't look at that, because they are human beings. We have people that are deaf, that are blind, that can't walk, the limbs and all. That they lack love life. For them to find love is very difficult, because people see them as people that are not useful. Not like even in the digital world that we are now. You can actually be working from home with your phone. There are a lot of petty jobs that you can do on phone.
Yes, exactly. At least I will fetch you money.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So now technology is now changing things. Although there's nothing that has advantage, that doesn't have disadvantage. But then I just want us to there's something I need to tell you guys. Love is the beginning and end of everything. Once there is love anywhere, in any community, in a family, in a working place, in a company, if there is love, everything will go on peacefully. There won't be problem with anybody. All right, this is where we are going to be ending it for today's Let's Talk show. Don't forget to drop your comment there. Let me know, can you marry the blind with 50 million, or you stay single forever? I want you to drop something in the comment section. Let me know your mind. Let me know your view on this particular topic. My name is Ahmed Abbas Olatunji, and you can call me Sidonji Omoyagba, the only Idon waiting for Wisdom Yard Television. And thank you so much, sir, for chipping something for my people to understand.
It's my pleasure.
We'll see you next time on Let's Talk. Have a good day. Bye.
Sweetheart. I can't afford to be late for this meeting.
Give me the same excuse every day.
I always tell you the truth every. You know I will never disappoint you.
Everyone needs a hero like Nokpa.
After Nokpa.
It is